Yo, what's up? We're back. Apothecary Diaries, episode 7. I think actually uh one of our episodes, I believe episodes 1 to 3, it got copyright claimed, so if you guys are looking for that shit's gone for good. Um like the entire thing got claimed. Uh from start to finish, up until the point where the discussion begins. And I don't know if I plan on like re-editing that because that that is a whole lot of work. That is like 3 episodes worth. Uh, so going to episode 7, I sorry if you guys hear that. Going into episode 7, I'm going to switch up some of the editing style a bit, see if I can get around the whole copyright issue. So you might see some things that are different. You might see some things that are uh slightly new. The audio is going to be like very dampened. Um, just because I think the majority of the claims came from like just audio snippets. Even if I am like talking over it, like those parts are still claimed. So I'm gonna see if I can try to like lower the volume down as much as I can. Besides that, somebody got poisoned in the Chinese Imperial Court, and we still don't know who it is. My initial guess was the Lolly Princess, but now that she's out of the picture, because it's been shown that she's the one being targeted, and she's not the one who has like the rashes, she has the hives instead. It's probably somebody else. So maybe it could be the pink haired princess, the pink haired concubine. Who knows? Anyways, without further ado, let's begin the reaction. Oh, okay. Wow, we're not forgetting about the dad. I'm glad we're actually getting into the father, because holy shit. The dude is like senile at this point. He's by himself. Put it back on. Keep a low profile. Support it. Don't eat it, but untampered then. There's some extra poison shit. Oh, forensics! Wow, wait, this girl is smart as hell. Okay, so that's why. Yeah, something like this. Is she lying to protect the lady in waiting? Yeah. Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay, so she's literally just telling the guy. Okay. Swapped it. But why? Yeah, it's bullying, but why would she want to bully a concubine? I'm guessing maybe she feels like she's an older person, she doesn't want to serve under someone younger. I'm glad she's not like keeping it a secret. It's been way worse. Oh my god. So her own people are just plotting against her. Oh, so that's the argument then. Yes, but they're snakes, so they wouldn't care. Bro, this is so this is so petty. It is very distasteful and incredibly petty. That is my question, dude. Why the fuck would they do that? To wed her deceased husband's son is an indecency beyond words. Oh. So they'd rather her remain a widow even though she was like 9 or something? Very astute. Yeah. Yo. Yo. She just growled at him. Hmm. Just like a minor get back. She can relate somewhat, I'm guessing. Like wanting to get back to her superiors, even if it doesn't always end up well. Yes, very much an inside job. And it would have to be someone that knew about the sort of discord between the lady in waitings for Lady Lishu. Your true status of a prince. Okay, maybe not a prince. What is that? Is he like the emperor's bastard child? And they just cut his balls off so they wouldn't have to kill him and they wouldn't have to worry about dynasty issues. Wow! Yeah, you can go see your dad. You'll go ask Jinshi. 2 from men, 2 from women. Damn. Damn. Oh my god. That's mean. Oh, Dog Man. Ariga. Ariga. Oh my god. He's already thinking about it? I thought he liked her. Damn, he's acting all mean because she's a little ugly? Oh my god. Yeah, this guy is so done. I thought he was a... oh, and what could that be? Oh! Oh! Is that... The, I was gonna... Is that the brothel? Yo! Take the deal, bro. Those are 3 nights you won't forget. You gotta take the offer, bro. Oh, use that sales tactic on him. Put a time limit. It's like, oh, you're getting married to this man. I thought he was crying. Oh my god, I thought he was crying. Oh no. The love triangle begins. Oh! Yo, my man is happy. Oh! Shoryuken! Damn. Oh my god. Yo, this old woman is scamming the hell out of her. Yeah, it's been 10 months. 10 fucking months. You haven't seen your old man. I wouldn't be surprised if he's just fucking, like, dead. Like, she enters the home and it's just his corpse. Oh my god. This is kind of quiet. I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, okay. Nothing heinous. Oh, wow. Oh, I guess he wouldn't matter too much because maybe he has like dementia or something. Yeah. He wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't be too bothered. Oh, and yeah, the dad probably knows about the situation too. Like he probably got the letter as well, and Yeah. What a twist of fate. Twist of fate. Oh, so like she was born there, and maybe her dad found her as an orphan and just took care of her, or something like that. Or maybe it's like the dad was like a former apothecarist at the rear palace, similar to the quack doctor, and he somehow escaped or something. Maybe he retired to the countryside. Oh my god. So wait, hold on. I don't know if I'm reading this right, but it seems to me like Mao Mao is actually someone who was born inside the rear palace, and maybe she was taken out of the rear palace at like a very young age, and somehow she managed to find this old man who she calls dad. So she's adopted clearly, because if you look at the first couple minutes or first couple seconds of the start of the episode, you get a flashback of young Mao Mao, but the dad looks old as shit. The dad looks senile. He looks exactly the same as he did, like as he does right now. I don't know if there's any difference, bro. This dude's old. Like, what is he, like 60 right now? And Mao Mao, maybe Mao Mao at this time, she's like 6, and maybe Mao Mao now is like 16 and he's like 70 years old. He still has that gray hair. The rear palace, what a twist of fate. He looks towards Mao Mao, sort of a worried expression. His brows are furrowed. What a twist of fate. Almost like he's laughing about it. What a twist of fate. But he's old, so he's like, yeah, internet. It's like fuck. So maybe, so it would explain a lot about like Mao Mao and why she's so beautiful then, because maybe she was born to some like concubine. Already she's got like crazy good genetics, and for some reason, maybe the concubine was she was born out of wedlock, or maybe she was born to like one of the eunuchs. So she's like secretly the emperor's bastard or something, or maybe one of the concubines' daughter. I don't know. It's curious, and would explain like why she would have to like hide herself with like sort of ugly makeup to sort of make herself look a lot duller. Because if she was essentially the child of some beautiful courtesan or a beautiful concubine, that would like very much stick out, especially in like rural China, where people would, look more average looking, right? The imperial palace is where the majority of like the good looking women, if the emperor sees someone good looking, he'll probably take her into the harem. This is where all the good looking women congregate. So if you go outside the palace, unless you're working at a brothel or something, chances are you probably look like your average woman. And if you don't look like your average woman, you would stand out. So, yeah, her trying to hide herself, that makes sense to me. Another thing I could be, I feel like there's a second scenario to this where it could be the situation where um maybe she was born in the rear palace, but the reason why Mao Mao is even able to meet or sort of connect with this old man in the first place was because he was also a part of the rear palace. And I'm assuming he was essentially the quack doctor of the rear palace before the now quack doctor arrived. Because he has like crazy, crazy like skills in apothecary. Enough so that Mao Mao was able to learn from him. Because you can see him like in this scene, he's grinding up powder, I'm assuming for some medicine of some sort. And I'm guessing maybe as Mao Mao grew up or something, she's able to sort of absorb maybe passively some of the knowledge of her dad. It would make a lot of sense too, because if he sang at the very end, "Oh, the rear palace, what a twist of fate," he could be referring to the fact that he was there at the rear palace. He tried to smuggle Mao Mao out for some unknown reason. Maybe Mao Mao is his like granddaughter and his son got killed or something, or I don't know. Maybe he was the one who impregnated a concubine, and he's running away with his daughter. But Mao Mao being sent back to the rear palace, it's like, oh my god, that's that's irony. That's life. Taking a shit on the things that I've done throughout my life to get Mao Mao to this point, and now she's back at the rear palace, and he's laughing about it. It's like, haha, that's c'est la vie. That's life. And the whole thing, as Mao Mao enters into her original home, and she meets her dad for what I believe to be like 10 months at this point, and her dad doesn't really show any signs of like shock or awe or any emotion. It's so muted. The response is incredibly muted. A lot more. I thought something bad was gonna happen. I thought, oh my god, there's no music. There's like, everything is entirely calm. I was expecting some like fucked up shit to happen. Like maybe the dad, was killed or something by the bandits because they weren't receiving their money. Like that was a possibility I was thinking of. But no, it's like, oh, he's just welcome home. Like, oh, Kairi, you were out for a while, and a while is 10 months. That is a lot more than a while. So I was like, okay, maybe it's dementia. Maybe her dad has some sort of like issues with his mental faculties. But now I'm starting to think maybe that's not the case at all. Maybe he has been informed about her situation, because it seems like because Mao Mao sent a letter to the essentially to the brothel owner, the old lady. So she got the letter, and I'm sure the old lady keeps in check with like Mao Mao's dad. So he probably knows about the situation too. So the whole situation, the whole kidnapping thing, it may have been shocking to him at first, but I think eventually, it's been 10 months. He's probably like come to terms with it. It's not like he can do anything against the emperor as well. He's probably like, yeah, welcome back home. They're not doing anything bad to you, I'm assuming, and you seem to be fairly taken care of. But I don't know, man. It was a fucking doozy. What a twist of fate. You know what would be funny? Because we have the whole situation where it was revealed that Jinshi has some sort of secret identity, and I was thinking like, okay, maybe this is like the emperor's bastard son turned eunuch, because again, the emperor doesn't want any competition to the throne, especially from like an illegitimate heir. So it's like, hey, I don't want to kill you, so we can chop off your balls, and that can solve the whole succession problem, and you can essentially work for me, and everything will be good. Either that, or maybe he's the emperor's brother, and he's a lot older than he looks. But I was about to say that I had this crazy theory that what if, assuming that my initial theory about Mama was correct and that she was from the rear palace, maybe Mao Mao and Jinchi are like brothers and sisters, and it'd be some like cruel twist of fate where Jinchi doesn't know that Mao Mao is his sister, and he's just pining over her. And the whole time, as the audience, we know, but they don't know, and it's just like oh my god, I don't know. That's the theory. It would be very funny if that came to be, but probably not. Even in this episode, we got like some forensic stuff, which is like crazy. It's one of the reasons why I'm thinking like, holy shit, this is like way more knowledge than the average person would know. So I'm guessing, like, knowledge of forensics. Like, who would know that? You'd have to be some like senior official, because this is ancient China, right? You wouldn't know. You wouldn't have that sort of in-depth knowledge about forensics until like way later on. So you would have to be like some senior like chemist, senior detective to even like figure that shit out. So that's why I'm assuming like, hey, maybe the reason why she has all these skills like this, because even the quack doctor doesn't know. Like the current doctor in charge of the rear palace, I don't think he would know about this whole forensic stuff. So that's why I'm assuming maybe it's the case where a senior official, in this case Mao Mao's dad, he has all this knowledge, and for some reason he has to like like evacuate the rear palace in like some very quick manner, where he doesn't really have the time to maybe write it all down or impart his knowledge onto his apprentice or whatever. And so he just leaves and he takes that knowledge with him, and so Mao Mao grows up learning all that knowledge that it should have been for the rear palace, but because he's left so suddenly, that shit's all gone. And that's why we see that, when Mao Mao re-enters the rear palace, the current doctor there just isn't as good as she is because her dad left without training anybody. Who knows? Uh, the silver reacting with poison. Poisoner is still out there. I'm glad Mao Mao actually revealed to this dude. I don't know his name. He's like he's Jin Shi's sidekick. He's like the stoic guy, Jin Shi's sidekick. I don't know who the heck he is. I don't. Have we gotten his name? I'm sure we have, but yeah, I don't know. Mao Mao reveals to the dude, the sidekick man, and reveals that she thinks it's bullying. She thinks it's petty, and I think I had some thoughts about this during the episode reaction, but I can't seem to recall any of my thoughts. I think maybe it had to do with something like the poisoner would have to have some sort of knowledge about the inner workings of Lady Li Shu's lady in waiting's like sort of opinion towards her concubine, because from the way Mao Mao is making it seemed like there were three people who touched it: the one who poured the soup, the one who carried it, and Lady Li Shu's taster. But there's a fourth fingerprint, the one at the very edge of the rim of the silver platter. And I'm guessing at some point, we don't know when this happened though, but what we could assume is that the sort of dish that was meant for Lady Li Shu. Yeah, oh my god, bro, this poisoning shit is making me sound stupid as hell because I'm rewinding through the episode right now and I'm confused as all heck. Oh my god, what? So, okay, so Lady Gyo, the pink-haired concubine, was supposed to drink this soup. So the poison stuff was supposed to be meant for Lady Gyo. But along the way, because of the fact that Lady Li Shu's lady-in-waiting, the taster despised Lady Li Shu, the taster decided to switch the bowls around so that Lady Li Shu would be eating something allergic, not knowing that the swapped dish is poisoned. But that wouldn't make any sense though. Oh my god, bro. I am so sorry, guys. I am so confused right now. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay, I think I get it. Okay, so the soup was not for Lady Gyo. The soup was for Lady Li Shu. And because Lady Li Shu's taster and whole compadre hated her, the lady ended up switching the plates out with Lady Gyo so that Lady Gyo, sort of the mackerel dish would be eaten, I'm assuming, by Lady Li Shu, and as a result, Lady Li Shu would, break out in hives or whatever, and the lady in waiting would be laughing about it because they were being petty and shit. But little did they know that, Lady Li Shu's dish was poisoned. And, as a result of swapping it, Mao Mao ended up having to taste Lady Li Shu's dish and realized that it was poison and sounded the alarm. Okay, I think I get it. Where does... Okay, I think I was literally just confusing myself because I was trying to figure out how exactly the poisoner got his hands or her hands on this whole thing. Clearly, it's not the taster. The taster didn't do it. The taster is being petty. My initial assumption was the poisoner was someone that knows about the situation regarding Lady Li Shu and her lady in waiting, or maybe they don't know. Actually, no, they probably don't know. Because if they knew if they knew that the lady in waitings were petty and whatnot, then maybe they could have foresaw this entire incident, this entire like swapping thing, and they might have chosen a different path to poison Lady Lishu. So I'm guessing the person who wanted to poison Lady Lishu didn't know that her lady in waiting, and especially the taster, hated Lady Lishu, and so they acted, without any sort of knowledge regarding that. So who could it be? There are four. There are four fingerprints. One of them is the cook. One of them is the one who carried the bowl, and one of them is the taster. The taster is the one who switched out the bowls, and this is Lady Lishu's dish that we're talking about. Somewhere along the way, someone touched the outer rim of the silver plate. I'm assuming this occurred during the cooking process or during like maybe the carrying process. Ah, fuck. I don't know. I don't know if there's enough information for me to make a judgment call. I don't know. Shit. Oh, this is a shit discussion. I was coming in. I was talking so much about Mao Mao and essentially her potential identity and some future stuff that I completely forgot about the poison stuff. And now I can't think. My mind is freezing up. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna say it's one of the concubines. I would say, no, it can't be the concubines either. It would. What reason would the concubines have for doing this? Besides, winning the hand of the king, but the concubines would know that Lady Lishu's well, no. I was gonna say maybe the concubines they should know that Lady Lishu's lady in waiting despised her, but then again, maybe that's not so obvious. Maybe they don't know. And maybe in order to get back at Lady Lishu for essentially spiting uh one of the concubines, or maybe something along those lines, they poisoned her. My best guess is maybe it's the mother-in-law, the whole mother-in-law situation that was set up last episode. Maybe it was someone who despised, because again, the lady in waitings hated Lady Lishu because they saw her as acting out of the cultural norm, where because she was married to essentially the father of the current king, the fact that the mother, even though she was like 9 or something, the mother of the current king is essentially now his wife. They find that to be distasteful and just, it's not right. And as a result, maybe there's a bit of ageism too, where they essentially have to serve someone younger than them. So, they're petty and they take it out on them. But I can also see, like, who was it? The mother-in-law. There was the sort of the purple haired girl, looked a little older. She was like 30 or something. I could see her like holding some sort of grudge against that as well. I don't know. There's so little information to go on. I'm just spinning in circles at this point. Um, I do like the fact that Mao Mao revealed to subordinate guy about the whole lady in waiting trying to sneak her master. But I also like the fact that, she felt sympathy. She felt sympathy towards the working girl. And when what is it? The subordinate essentially presses her and says, "Hey, why'd you protect her yesterday if she was the one who could have potentially poisoned Lady Lishu?" Mao Mao goes on the defensive. She goes like cat mode and she starts like hissing at the guy. And then she says, "Oh, the life of a serving girl is worthless compared to that of a concubine." Maybe on some levels she deeply connects with the girl. She wants to fight back, but she can't. She empathizes, and she realizes that, hey, we as working girls, as serving girls, we don't have power compared to those of the concubine. So whenever we have the chance to take that power from them, to show a little dominance, to take back control of our lives and not just be meandering slaves, she's like, yeah, go for it. She empathizes, especially if that life belongs to a food taster. Yeah, so food tasters especially, your life is expendable, and being somewhat petty, maybe it's like get back for being treated like an expendable person. Maybe Mao Mao on some level she feels She feels expendable. I don't know. I don't know. So many ways you can read this scene. But I've been rambling on for too much. If you like the video, if you like the discussion, like the reaction, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Take care.